'Twas the night before Christmas, so that means it's time to tell you about Bai and do it in rhyme. Now don't skip this pitch, you impatient little fool. Through Bai, you can buy things that are so super cool. Bai lets you shop Japanese auctions and stores. When I think I've bought everything, I always see more. Clothes, books, statues, toys, Bai will bring you your holiday joy. Vintage Godzilla items or stuff that's brand new. The only one who knows what you want for Christmas is you. So treat yourself! When will you get yourself something? When? Or I could treat you. Here's 2,000 free yen. Yes! Sign up for my link, you'll get money for free to shop for cool stuff, and you'll also help me. You've heard me talk about Bai for years, now's the time to sign up for real holiday cheers. I'm telling you, sign up for Bai with my link below. Thank you for listening, now on with the show. Playtime! Yay! What the fuck? Alright, there's a reason I'm doing this video about a Godzilla pop-up book. There's been a lot of official Godzilla book releases this year, an official coloring book, official cookbook, and then there's this official pop-up book. And this book's Amazon reviews are awful! There's only 5 reviews, but they're all bad! And I wanted to know why. So instead of actually taking the time to read the reviews, I just ordered the book. It's published by Insight Editions, distributed by Simon & Schuster. The book is written by Chip Carter and features art by Yuko Shimizu. If her art style looks familiar, it's because she provided art for the Criterion Godzilla DVD release. I really like this style, I'm glad to see it again. The pop-ups are by best-selling pop-up author Matthew Reinhardt. Reinhardt has a long history in making pop-up books for major IPs, and honestly, his work is so impressive. And if you look, almost everything else he's ever made has glowing reviews. As well they should, I mean, look at this. Very creative. So you would think that Godzilla is in good hands. Well, okay, here's the first issue. The Godzilla pop-up book list price is $50! And as I make this video, Amazon's already cut the price down to $40. That's what I paid. Stunning pop-ups and over 15 removable documents? Is this a pop-up book or a Trapper Keeper? So let's just open up this book and boom! A big-ass Godzilla appears. But first, over here is some text from some type of Godzilla task force, specifically outlining Godzilla's Showa-era adventures. This is both extraordinarily impressive, but also not really working. Like, I guess in some abstract way, it's kinda cool. I don't know, man. Maybe a full-body pop-up Godzilla was a little ambitious. But let's see what else we got. The next spread has a lot of stuff going on. Some of it's pretty neat, and this right here somehow already got creased. Urgh! This booklet serves as a summary of each Godzilla film from the perspective of this in-universe task force. This is dense. This is like a book unto itself. And it serves as a really neat— Wait, hold on! This says Destroy All Monsters took place in 1968. Everyone knows this film takes place in 1999. The narrator says it in like the first line of the movie. This is a neat effect. It's Godzilla, but you pull the tab and it's mostly Mechagodzilla. The effect mostly works. This little classified document is a rundown of the various alien races that have appeared in the Showa era. I would never expect it to have the Garuga, but that would have been super impressive. Because there's a lot of Showa era information in this book, but it's all surface level. You're not going to find any deep cuts or new unknown trivia in here. This envelope is sealed by a sticker, which is cool, but also I hate it. Luckily, you can open it without really ripping anything. And here is some more military reports, a rundown of Showa-era technology and weaponry. Then there's this book that summarizes the film Destroy All Monsters, and it once again neglects to understand that Destroy All Monsters took place in the future! Unless it doesn't anymore! Since this book is official! Did a pop-up book just retcon everything? And by the way, who am I to give anyone garbage about letting stupid mistakes slip through? Oh my god. Quick aside, the MIB plushie is available for pre-order just a little bit longer. Everybody who got one the first time absolutely loves them. They are really good quality. And if you post your MIB plushie on any social I'm on, I will 100% share it. The link to order yours is in the description. I really hope you grab one. Alright, back to the book. Now this I like, a burnt piece of newspaper. I wish the book had more stuff like this. And then there's an image of Godzilla that looks like this old kaiju anatomy picture, but without the anatomy. And then there's a letter from Dr. Serizawa to Amiko that's supposed to be written during the events of the first movie. Why did Dr. Serizawa write it in English? Does it feel like we haven't looked at a pop-up picture in a while? The next page has a very small pop-up effect with this map of Monster Island, and it's got all the residents there. It's good to see them all. It's a nice picture. I like this art a lot, and the shape is even consistent with traditional maps of the island. Around the map are these trading cards. The front of the cards have that cool art style I like. The back of the cards have even more writing, this time monster profiles. Wait, this says, after being killed by the oxygen destroyer, Godzilla somehow reemerged. This whole time we all thought the sequels were a different Godzilla from the first movie, but the official pop-up book has retconned this too. Look, the cards are very nice. Again, I like the art style. There's a ton of copy on the cards and in this book, and I have mad respect for everyone involved with this project and the work they put in. It's just that, if I buy a pop-up book, I'm in it for the pop-ups. Well, luckily the next spread is a pop-up, and wow! I said the first pop-up was ambitious, but this has a full-body Godzilla fighting a full-body King Ghidorah. There are even pull tabs when you can make the monsters move. And hidden in the corner over here, this little flat reveals Mothra, who doesn't always unfold properly on her own, but still, it's neat. And again, this is equal parts impressive and awkward, but I'm glad the pop-up art is starting again. What's on the next page? Oh, that's it. That's the end of the book. 2 pop-ups for $50. And that's what the reviews are mostly about. The price point is wild. And compared to Reinhardt's other works, these reviewers don't think that this is his best stuff. And I suppose that's fair. And I appreciate the attempt to make this very informational, but there are other official books for that. Again, if I'm buying a pop-up book, I want to see some pop-ups. You know what's funny is that this is not Godzilla's first pop-up book, it's not even his second. These pop-up books were released in Japan in 1994. They're more like the traditional idea of what a pop-up book is. This one is called The Legend of Godzilla, and it tells his origin. Look, a pop-up mushroom cloud. Thanks, Oppenheimer. And from here, it kind of runs through the first movie. And this is so basic compared to the intricate art of the other book, but it's still really neat. It's getting the job done, and there's more than 2 pop-ups. Why does he look like he has Seth Rogen's laugh? A pop-up of Godzilla dying. The other book is just titled Godzilla, and it's a retelling of Godzilla 1984. These books cost 1,534 yen, which in 1994 would have been worth about $15 in America. Adjusted for inflation today, we're talking about $33. Obviously, these books are made with more of a kid audience in mind, whereas Reinhardt's books focus more on the artistic integrity of the pop-up itself. So do I recommend the new 3D book? Only if you're cool with everything I told you in this video. For what it's worth, in this book, I do think you get a lot, just not a lot of pop-ups. I'm really curious to know what other people are thinking about this. Do you think the Amazon comments are too harsh? Do you think they're fair? Does this pop-up art work in any capacity? Leave your comments below and keep the conversation going. Until next time.